Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Donovan,
And I'm Ryan.
and this is
Postgame Productions, baby. Let's go.
Let's Go. We are
Let's
going into
go.
week 6, predicting every single game of the NFL season, and man, I'm excited. I just won my first week since week 1. I went 8-6. Ryan went 6-8. Our total records are up to I'm at 45-33. Ryan is at 52-26. So I'm only 7 games back now. Probably not going to make it up this week, but I think just down the course of the season, I think I can make a comeback.
We shall see, man. You got your hair on the line here, so let's go. Let's get
Yes,
after
I
it.
do. Yes, I do. All right, well, yeah, I'm just excited. Let's just get right into the slate of games. First up on Thursday night football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles coming off their first loss of the season, going to New York to face the Giants. And honestly, I think that Philly's pissed that they lost that last game. New York showed that they're just not a great team, especially ever since Malik Neighbors went down, like offensively. I just don't know what they're gonna do. So yeah, just give me the Eagles in this game. I think they're gonna beat the piss out of the Giants.
Yeah, I have the Eagles here too. I know it's in New York, but like it's kind of like the same area as Philly, so it's like, I mean, how
Yeah.
how much of an away game is it really? Um, I have the Eagles here regardless, even if the Giants had literally everybody healthy, and you give them like +2 attributes on everything. I still take the Eagles. They kind of stunk it up against the Broncos like later in the game. I'm
Mm.
pretty sure they're gonna get that figured out. Hurts needs to get passing the ball under control. I think that's
Oh
kind of where
yeah,
they've
for
been
sure.
losing games, and it kind of sucks to see because it's like you have AJ Brown, you have Devontae Smith, you have Goddard. You should be just fine in the pass game, but for some reason they're not. So yeah, I'm still gonna go with the
Yeah.
Eagles. I think their passing flaws are still good enough to beat this team.
All right, next game up, we have my Denver Broncos going to London to face the Jets on early international game football, and I think it's going to be a pretty nice showing by us. I don't think this is Jets team is bad, but they're 0-5 for a reason. They just can't win games. It's like they've been getting like kind of blown out to start a lot of games recently, and I think that trend continues here. I think this is easily a double-digit win for us, and the Jets just look on to the next game.
Yeah, I agree. We saw a winless team win last week, so who's to say that the Jets can't beat the Broncos? Definitely us too.
Yeah, okay,
I
okay.
had to troll a little bit, but yeah, I got the Broncos here. I think they're actually clicking. I think that game against the Eagles really brought their excitement, their energy forward. They're gonna start
Oh
clicking.
yeah.
Hopefully they
That's
incorporate
a
R.J.
signature
Harvey.
win.
Yeah. Hopefully they incorporate R.J. Harvey a little bit more in that passing game. That would be fun to see.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, Cortland Sutton against Sauce Gardner. I mean, that's going to be interesting. But I just don't think Sauce Gardner is going to hold him down. I really don't. Give me the Broncos here. I think they're going to get at least 4 sacks against the Jets this game.
Oh yeah, I see. I mean, hey, we're leading the league by far in sacks already, and I think we keep that trend
Nick
going all year
Benito.
long. All right, next game up, we have the Seattle Seahawks going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. And this game, it's so weird because like these two teams, man, I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel like either team could beat anybody and either team could lose to anybody. And for that reason, I'm just going to go with a team that has just been able to, in my opinion, get some more impressive wins and whose defense is just playing great. Like so many takeaways. I said I was going to bet against it to continue. But you know what? Until the streak stops, I'm gonna ride the wave. Give me Jacksonville in this game over the Seattle Seahawks. Should be an impressive offensive game from both sides, though.
Yeah, I think the Jags actually take a step back in this game. I'm going to go the Seahawks. I think the Jags have faced teams where it's like they're trying to figure it out and they've been able to close those wins. But the Seahawks, they have it figured out. They know what they're doing on offense. They got JSN to cut through the middle of the fields and deep balls. I mean, arguably one of the best slots this season. And the Jags, they feel like they're sloppy, but they figure out how to win, which is a good thing. Like figuring out how to win. Their defense is really
Hmm.
good, but like you saw what happened on that game-winning drive Jacksonville had. Like they're stepping on each other, they're slipping, but somehow they get in the end zone. It's crazy. As a Texans fan, I hate
Hmm.
to see it, but I actually don't hate the Jags. The only team in the AFC South I actually hate is the Titans, but we'll get to them. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I think they just have a better team. I think their defense will play just fine against Trevor Lawrence. The key matchup here, I think, is stopping the Jacksonville run. If you can do that, I think you're in good hands.
Oh yeah, agreed. All right. Next game up, we have the LA Chargers going to Miami to face the Dolphins, and this one's kind of tough because it's like this Chargers team is so depleted right now. Like their whole run game is just non-existent at this point. They're down 3 linemen. It's like they really don't have a great tight end in the first place, and they're down their two starting running backs who are supposed to be like splitting carries all season long, essentially. And so now it's up to Kamani Valdell and Hassan Haskins to take over this backfield, and it's like we don't even know if either of them can step up or either of them will step up. We just don't know. And honestly, for that reason, I think I was leaning the Chargers before, and now I still kind of like them a lot because I'm so out on this Miami team. So you know what? I thought I was gonna flip there at the last second, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to the Chargers. They have the better quarterback, and I would say the better defense. So give me the Chargers in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Chargers here too. I mean, they could put literally Ben DiNucci at running back and still win this game, in my opinion. Um, I just think besides the run game, like their team is still really good. Um, so yeah, give me the Chargers here. I think their defense is gonna play just fine against the Dolphins. The one way I could see the Dolphins winning is maybe if they get their run game going with HN.
Hmm.
They lost Tyreek Hill. Waddle stepped up. Is Washington gonna step up this week? Who knows? But I still like the Chargers here in Herbert. As long as they have Herbert, they're still in the game no matter what.
Agreed, agreed. Just real quick, why Ben
I don't
DiNucci?
know.
Did
He's the
he
first
sign with
quarterback
them?
that came up to my mind.
I love it. I love it. All right, next game up, we have the LA Rams going to Baltimore to face the Ravens, and the Ravens team is depleted. I don't even want to talk about them. Give me the Rams. Next game.
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength here. Even if they had Lamar, I still go the Rams. Their defense was Swiss cheese against the Texans. Like the Texans found literally every hole in their defense, kept it pushing. And if the Texans could do that, the Rams definitely can do that. So give me the Rams.
All right. Next game up, we have the Arizona Cardinals going to Indy to face the Indianapolis Colts. And man, what a disastrous fall last week by the Cardinals in that game. Just
Hmm.
three absolutely ridiculous plays. Like the helmet, like the ball just bouncing off of his helmet, Kyler Murray's helmet. And then it's like the interception that was fumbled and then recovered by Tennessee for the touchdown, and then them just running the ball 3 times at the end instead of even trying to pass for it on 3rd and 8 to try to seal the game. It's just I don't know. I'm so out on this Cardinals team. I thought that they were gonna be like improving like as the year went on, but after watching them lose last week, I'm just so out on them. Give me the Colts in this game. They've been playing the most efficient football offensively and defensively, better than anyone else in the league. And anytime that they have a team out talented, I don't think they lose. And so that's why I'm gonna go with the Colts in this game.
Yeah, whew, I want to go the Cardinals here so bad. I hate seeing the Colts win. But I mean they've been doing good. Like I said, the only AFC South team I hate is the Titans. But I think the Colts win here. Like I was like maybe the Raiders will beat the Colts. Who knows? And then they beat them like 44-3, like or
Mm,
like 13, I think. And it's like I knew the Texans would beat the Ravens by that much, but to see the Colts beat like a Raiders team that's honestly healthy was kind of crazy. Like you shouldn't beat another fully healthy NFL team like that. So yeah, I have to go the Colts. I'm gonna go the Colts until they prove me wrong. I do think they're gonna slow down once they face a little bit tougher teams when they're full strength. Um, but yeah, against the Cardinals that lost to the Titans, they lost against the worst team in the league in my opinion. It's just not looking good for them. Um, got to hold on to the ball. Both teams have that problem. Jonathan Taylor last year, and then that dude on the Cardinals from last week. So it's just like,
yep,
dude, come on.
Democrata
What? How are we dropping the ball before the goal line? Y'all know this. This is like high school problems that people are having. But yeah, give me the
doesn't
Colts
make
here.
any sense.
Yeah.
All right. Next game up, we have the Dallas Cowboys going to Carolina to face the Panthers. And this one, whenever I first thought about it, it was a little tough. But then I kind of thought about it a little bit more, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
nah,
not.
it's the Cowboys. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Dak Prescott is playing it at an MVP level again. Like, I want to say he's probably, like, I'd say right now it's either him or Josh Allen is the front runner for MVP. Maybe if you want to consider Danny Dimes in that case as well. But really, Dak Prescott, like, he's been awesome. Like, he's been scoring, like, lighting up the scoreboard, And throwing to Ryan Flournoy, like, raise your hand if you knew who he was before, like, a week ago. Like, not very many people knew who that guy was a week ago. And he's over here throwing to him for over 100 yards and, like, nine catches, I think. It was like eight or nine, something crazy like that. And yeah, so really just give me the Cowboys in this game. I don't think their defense is great, but I think that their defense is just good enough to stop the Panthers from scoring 30 on them, whereas I feel like the Cowboys can score 40 on this Panthers defense. Give me the Cowboys in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Cowboys here too. This game almost feels like how the Panthers went into the Falcons last year, and they had that really big, huge game. I feel like they could have that game here. It's at home against the Cowboys. Um, but I don't think they've clicked enough for them to get to that level that they were last year. And it just honestly, it looks like they got worse from last year, which is crazy to think about. But they added Ted, and it just hasn't clicked. They have good running backs, hasn't clicked. Their offensive line is a huge question. Um, and it's just like, yeah, like they're just not playing winning football, so I can't pick them until they do. So I'm picking the Cowboys here.
Exactly. All right, next game up, we have the New England Patriots coming off of a statement win against the Bills, going to New Orleans to face the Saints. And yeah, I know you said that the Titans you believe are the worst team in the league. I still believe it's the Saints. I just feel like the Saints have better coaching than the Titans do at the moment. So really, I still think that the Patriots are one of the better coach teams in the league. Mike Vrabel, he disappointed me in week one, but ever since then, like he's been fielding like a good to great like performance. And really, I think that Drake May showed that he is here, and against defenses like this, I feel like he's gonna shred them. Give me the Patriots in this game by double digits.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Patriots here too. I love that the Saints actually got a dub. It was good to see because like they're actually a team where it's like they're not the worst, but also I don't see them winning a game, and then they'll somehow just win the game like they did last week.
Hmm.
But yeah, the Patriots they've been on a roll here. They beat the Bills. They've put themselves in a great spot, beating a divisional opponent. So it's always a good step ahead. Yeah, give me the Patriots.
Hmm. All right. Next game, we have the Cleveland Browns going to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. And I feel like the Steelers are getting away with it again. It's like
hmm
their division's falling apart and they're just beating teams that they're even with. So it's like, as long as they can keep beating the teams that they're even with, their division's falling apart, and their only losses are to the teams that just truly are like better than them. Like they shouldn't have won that New England game last week. It's just New England gave them like five turnovers, and I'm still mad about that game just because it's like the Patriots were playing so well, then they would turn the ball over. Like they outplayed them in every facet of that game except for the turnovers. And that's just really how high I feel about the New England team and kind of how low I feel about this Pittsburgh team. But it's like they just always find a way to win, and it makes me mad. Like I just don't get how the Steelers are so consistently mid, but just keep winning games. And this is just the type of game that I see them winning. Give me them to be able to take out the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I think the Browns are gonna come to play this game. Um,
Hmm.
there's nothing about the Steelers that really like jump out as like, wow, look at the Steelers, they're 3-1, they're doing super good. Just like, oh well, like, so doesn't mean they're gonna keep it up through the rest of the season. And I'm just like, dude, like, what are we doing here? It's like that one really bad team that's like, yeah, we're good right now, yeah, and then it's just gonna yeah through the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about them. I do like the Browns' strengths against this team. It's all depending on Dylan Gabriel. I think he played really, really well in his first game, which was
Hmm.
international. I was like, dude,
Oh yeah.
look at this kid go. No wonder Shadur can't pass him. Like honestly, like he's playing super
Yeah.
well. And it's not easy to go on the road international in your first football game. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Browns here to
All right.
upset the Steelers.
I love that pick. I almost want to do it, but it's just like I feel like the Mike
Give me
Tomlin voodoo
Judkins.
magic is literally. All right, next game up, we have the Tennessee Titans going to Vegas to take
Ugh.
on the Raiders. And this is honestly one of my biggest toilet bowls of the season. Like I was so high on the Raiders coming into this year, and they've just been so bad. Like this O line is horrendous. Like it looks like Genty and Brock Bowers are and Max Crosby are the only three good players on this team. And I don't want to discredit like the rest of the pass catchers like Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, um, Mike Mayer. Like I don't want to discredit all those guys, but it's like no one else is really stepping up in that way for this Raiders team, and I just don't really know if I want to pick them. And honestly, at first, I had them picked for this game, but you know what? The Titans are coming off their first win, and I hate this Raiders team, so I'm gonna flip it. Give me the Titans in this game.
Yeah, I don't think the Titans won that game. I think the Cardinals lost. Fair enough.
Agreed.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders here. It's at home. I mean, they're good enough to beat the Titans. Like they are. This is the game where either they figure it out or they need to ship people off. I mean,
Mhm.
like I don't know why they're like, oh, Geno Smith, yes, let's get him. Maybe Pete Carroll was like, oh, he's a Seahawk, let's go get him. But like, dude, Kirk maybe. Like, there's other better options out there than Geno Smith. Like, he just hasn't looked good. Um, I think the offensive line in the Seahawks was like really helping him, but now we're seeing him behind a bad offensive line, and I don't think it's clicking. I think they're trying to go for like deep balls maybe. They need to play that 2 second game that CJ is doing right now. They need to snap the ball, 1, 2, get it out. And I think
Mhm.
that'll help them a lot. But it's just like, do they have the players to play that type of game? I don't think so. They have the people who can make crazy catches over people, like contested catchers. But they don't have that like speedy guy that just break towards the middle of the field, get open. Um, so yeah, they're gonna lean on Genty a lot in this game. The Titans' run defense isn't good. We saw Woody Marks just absolutely expose them. So yeah, give me the Raiders here just for a number of reasons.
All right. All right, next game up, we have the San Francisco 49ers going to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. And this is another tough one because it's like the Niners showed like they're here to play. Like Kyle Shanahan showed that, yeah, I can beat anybody with Mac Jones as my quarterback. But the thing is, Tampa, like Baker Mayfield, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention him earlier. He's my other MVP candidate right now. And you called me crazy for saying this last week, but it's like after being able to go on the road to Seattle and drop 38 on that defense, being able to like score on them when it's like he's got like four offensive linemen that are out from who are supposed to be starting, and he's still just making it work. Like Baker Mayfield is probably my favorite QB to watch in the league right now, and he's just playing at another level. It's like him, Dak, and Josh, like those three are just playing out of their minds, and I just can't wait to see more of it. I don't feel good picking against San Fran in this game, but Tampa has shown me no reason not to pick them. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers here in this one.
Yeah, I don't think that 49ers are that good. I think their only good piece is Christian McCaffrey right now. Their defenses look like squash. I mean, their offense just it's like, oh, the guy's open, drop. Like their hands are made of butter over there, and it's just like, how are they gonna keep that from like happening? Like they'd have to catch better, they have to run better routes, they have to secure everything, and it's like if you have to try that hard to win a game, it's like, dude, you keep beating yourselves every week. And I mean, Ayuk's not back. Purdy may or may not be back. Um, we'll see. I mean, Mac Jones, come on, Mac Jones, looking like a revived player. It's actually funny how many revived like QBs there are in the league right now.
Oh
Um,
yeah, like it's crazy. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in the league.
yeah, like I mean, you got Baker, you got Daniel Jones, you got Sam Darnold. Ugh, I
I'd
wouldn't.
count Geno Smith even though he's playing bad right now.
I wanted to say it, but no, I can't give that to him right now.
Nah.
Um,
I have to just because he did make the comeback
yeah,
and he's
yeah,
just now regressing again.
yeah. And
But
then I mean, obviously, well, you can't give it to Mahomes. He's been good forever, so I don't know. He
you're
just started off the
tripping, that's
year
funny.
horrible, but I mean, come on, Mahomes. He's been looking great lately,
Yeah.
but then he sold against the Jags. Come on, you can't do that, man. Give me
Yep.
the Bucks here. I just think, like you said, MVP caliber player on the Bucks.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure Bucky might be back next week. I don't think he's back this week. We'll
Couldn't
see.
tell you.
Yeah, but their wide receivers are just nasty, dude. Like
Oh.
he's able to make that offensive line look manageable because how open the receivers are getting.
Bro, and that's another thing I want to talk about just real quick is the offensive coordinator, Josh Grizzard, I believe his name is. Holy cow, man. Like he is scheming up like crazy.
Hmm.
Which I didn't notice it's because not only was he like under Liam Cohen last year, but before that, he was with Mike McDaniel in Miami. So it's like he's learned from two like great like minds, two guys that know the screen game probably better than anybody. And the way that he's been able to just draw up this offense, like it's so fun to watch this offense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean the 49ers they did win last week, right? So I mean
Yeah.
maybe they can pull it out against this injured Bucks team, but I just don't see it. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, next game up, we have Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals going to Green Bay to face the Packers. And I hope that we see the same version of Joe Flacco as we did in 2023 with the Browns, where he was just chucking it. I believe it was like Amari Cooper and David Njoku. Like he was just slinging it downfield to them and just praying they'd catch it. And more often than not, they were. Like Amari Cooper's fantasy value shot up like crazy whenever Flacco came to town. So I kind of expect them to just do that with this Bengals offense. Like the run game, it's just gonna be near non-existent. Like they might throw a bunch of like short screens to the inside, but like I think Jamar and T Higgins, like Flacco's just gonna be chucking it deep to them like at least 3 times a game to each of them, plus a bunch of more intermediate shots. Either way, I think this is going to be like a fun offense to watch, but I don't think it's going to be a good offense. Still giving the Packers in this game. They're just going to be a much more consistent team. As long as their defense can rein in those deep shots, I think that they win this one pretty easily. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going the Bengals here. Like Joe Flacco, he's the perfect quarterback for that offense. Like he might even fit in that offense better than freaking Joe Burrow. Like call me crazy, but holy crap. Like Joe Burrow, he's finna play out of his mind this game. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But
Oh,
literally you
I'm not
get
saying you're crazy for saying he will go loco, but crazy for saying he's better than Burrow.
I'm saying this offense. All right. That's not saying he's better than Burrow, but I'm just saying like he has those wide receivers where he could just let it rip. Like he's just gonna two steps back, boom, gone. And
Yep.
Chase and Higgins are the perfect players to have play with Flacco. I was like, dude, literally when I saw the news that he was traded to the Bengals, I was like, their season's back. Like easily, like
Oh
just like
yeah.
that, their season's back. I
Mm.
mean, if their defense can hold up against the Packers, which I think they kind of can, like I don't think the Packers, besides the first 2 weeks, I think they've digressed like tremendously. So
Yeah.
give me the Bengals here. I'm taking the upset here. I'm taking the Bengals. I think
All
they're
right. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions going to KC to take on the fraud Chiefs. And yeah, the Chiefs suck. The Lions are awesome. Give me the Lions in this game. They're gonna outscore them by at least 26 points. Give me like a 47 to like 19 type of game.
yeah, fair
Go
enough.
Lions.
Um, my MVP personally of this year and Jared Goff. I think he's going to carry the Lions to this win. I think the Chiefs,
Okay.
their defense has gotten worse. Like how do you let Trevor Lawrence not slip once, but twice in the same play and get up and run in the end zone untouched?
Yeah.
Like what are we
That's
doing?
and Chris Jones just watched it happen.
I mean, he's carried this team for freaking 5 years. He's allowed to do that. I mean, when you see
I mean,
that, it's
not
just like,
necessarily.
I mean, that's like watching Baby Deer run for the first time. He's just like, dang.
The thing about Chris Jones is that's the second time he's done something like that this season, you know? So he just watches Trevor Lawrence run it in this game, and then in week one in that Chargers game, he did an inside move whenever all he had to do was keep outside contain, then let Herbert out the pocket, and he scrambled for a first down that sealed the game. So it's like, this is the second time he's done something like that this season, and that's not something you can excuse from the guy who's supposed to be the leader of the defense.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but you gotta you gotta pull ahead during the middle of the games to avoid stuff like that from happening. And
Oh,
sadly, they just
true.
haven't done that this year. And I think the Lions, they're gonna chop up their defense. It's just not gonna be pretty. Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes obviously gonna do his thing. I think it honestly score 44-34, 33, whatever you want to chop it up as. I think it's gonna be high scoring. Because I don't think the Lions defense is like that either. I think it's just two offensive powerhouses. 49ers Rams from a couple years ago. That's this game.
All right,
But
next
give me the
game up,
Lions.
we have the. Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, next game up, we have the Buffalo Bills going to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. And I feel like this is just one of those games where it's like you put a tier one team against the middle of the pack type of team, and
Mhm.
it's like the tier one team just beats on them. You
Mhm.
know, like I just don't see a realistic scenario in which like Atlanta like wins this game, especially since Buffalo's coming off that tough loss that they just had to New England at home. And I feel like they just want to prove like, yeah, no, like we're still the Bills. Like anyone that thinks that we're showing weakness because we lost to the Patriots, like no, the Patriots are just a really good team, and we're gonna show that we're still the dominant team of the NFL. I think they're gonna kind of beat on the Falcons a bit. I think that the Falcons offensively are gonna stay in the game like through most of the game. Like it's gonna be like a not a high scoring, but kind of like a mid scoring game. Like both teams are gonna cross the 20 mark by like into the third quarter. But I think that the Bills are just able to pull away with it at the end.
Yeah, I want to take the Bills here too. I mean, they just let the game slip out of their hands last week. Um,
Mhm.
so it's just like, how do they recoup and stop that from happening? She's possessed. Oh, good lord.
I love it.
But yeah, I just think the Falcons like they're gonna try and stay in the game. This literally reminds me of Bills Saints, like same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills
Mm,
here, and hopefully the Falcons can try and stay in it, but I don't think they will.
I will say the Falcons are a much better team than the Saints,
I'm
though.
saying like the game flow is gonna go kind of similar.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. All right, last game of the week, we have the Chicago Bears going to
The Bears.
Washington to take on the Commanders. We got the Bears and the Commies. I don't really know which way to lean in this game. Last year, this game was literally decided by a Hail Mary that, you
Hmm.
know, the guy was taunting in the end zone. And then, I'm sorry, that's just so funny. Like, I can't get past that. But yeah, no, it's just I feel like this is gonna be a really fun game to watch. Like this game being the Monday night game, like I don't think we could have really asked for a much better slate from this week to be put as the Monday night game. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a good time with this one. I think that Ben Johnson, he's gonna show like, yeah, no, like we're ready to compete. I think that the Bears get a statement win this game. So yeah, give me the Bears in this one over the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, with Jaden Daniels back, I think I'm gonna just take the commies here. Um, so I'm gonna go Washington Commanders to beat the Bears. I'm giving like 28-17. Um, we'll see how Caleb does. He's played a lot better this year. I'll give him that. A lot better this year. He started, there's memes going around about CJ Stroud and him. CJ, oh, good luck, man. You gotta avoid the hits. And then now they're like, haha, CJ, look at you, you're dog. And now Caleb's doing really good. But you know what? We're 2-3 and they're 2-2. Now they're finna be 2-3. All right. CJ's gonna have his clap back. All right. So yeah, give me the Commanders. I love their team still. I think they're playing with Jaden Daniels the same as they did last year, and they have Laramie Tunsil. And honestly, their offensive line, funny enough, statistically, I heard this on the Texans podcast today. They're only like point 0.2 statistically better than the Texans O line.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's all 15 games of this week. Just want to touch on the Texans and the Vikings real fast. I'm gonna talk on the Vikings. You can talk on the Texans for a second.
Quick high
Really, the
lows.
Vikings, it's like, yeah, high lows. I just want to see, it's like, are they going to be starting JJ McCarthy
Hmm.
whenever they come back from the bye? I think signs are pointing to yes, that he is going to be playing and he will be starting for them. And it's if and when he struggles, do they pull him at that point for Carson Wentz again? Because Wentz showed that he can operate this offense at a high level. It's like they finally started unlocking Jefferson, which is something that they really weren't doing beforehand. And so I don't know if they start him or not, but I think that they're going to. I feel like the offense, as long as he can start hitting Jettas, I feel like the offense will be fine. And then defensively, this team, it's like I still feel like this is like the scariest defense to play against.
Hmm.
Not necessarily the best defense, but just because you don't know what you're getting from a play to play basis, it's like they can send the house or drop everyone into coverage or just run a normal defense. And you have no clue which of the three you're getting. And you have to be prepared for all three every single play.
Hmm.
And that's what I really like about this Vikings team is it's like the defense can carry them while JJ McCarthy is still learning, but really JJ needs to be able to hit the plays that he needs to keep this team in games.
So high defense, low JJ.
Yes.
All right. And now Texans. Oh,
Hit me with it,
I'm doing
brother.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like Texans. Why am I not talking? Anyways, highs. They came off a really, really, really good game against Baltimore. It's like, oh my God, look at all their injuries. You still got to score 44 points and score every drive almost. All right. We punted once, and that's when Money Mills was in the game. All right. So I don't want
Exactly.
to hear, oh, they were injured. You're supposed to beat them. Go put up 44 points, then the Chiefs didn't. So just saying. All right. Now,
Just
yes,
saying.
Lamar didn't play, but I think our defense still looked really good. Um, Mark Andrews, man, whew, that man's hated in Baltimore right now, dude. After that, oh yeah, well you didn't watch the Texans game, but he said, huh, bubble, 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 and then Jalen Petrie hit him and caught it. Like he like
Yep.
took the ball from Mark Andrews. It was wild, but I mean they just looked like 2023 Texans. Like it was across the field, catch, Nico quick to the inside to touchdown, like easy. And then they had a deep bomb. We haven't seen this all season. He hit Christian Kirk. Boom, 60-yard pass. I was, oh my God, we're back. Downside, who have we beaten? We've beaten the Titans and we've beaten the injured Ravens. So we got to be
Yeah.
able to finish, like Coach says, Coach D'Amico. We got to finish. We got to go into Seattle off the bye. I think it's the perfect time to have the bye to go into Seattle, because I mean, we lose to Seattle, and then we got the Chiefs coming up later in the season. Like it's like we have those weak spots in the schedule that we need to take advantage of. If we can get 9-8, I feel like that's a playoff record. If we
Hmm.
get 10-7, that's definitely a playoff record in the AFC. So it's just like, how can we put those pieces together? And I mean, I think we're on the right track. Highs,
Oh yeah,
offense is
agreed.
looking good. Lows, haven't beaten anybody.
Yep, there we go. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. That was our week 6 analysis and predictions. We hope to see you all again next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today.
Click the bell.
Ring it.
All right.